impact us. So you see there's a downtown live look over downtown Indianapolis this Thursday afternoon, and when you look at the kind of hazy skies, is that the effect, the consequence of the wildfires?
You're right, and it's normal to have wildfires. It's just part of Mother Nature, and so it's not out of the question. We're just seeing a little bit more happening in Canada, and we have an upper airflow that's allowing that smoky air to drift, excuse me, back into the Great Lakes area. Looking at my graphic here of the smoke and fires, you can see those red hot spots are showing the current fires, and we're in a thick, dense area right now with that fog, excuse me, those areas of smoke, that is, excuse me. Here's the trough in the upper levels. We have this little short wave. So we have that steering mechanism pulling some of that smoke from the fires from northwest down to southeast, and that's drifting into central Indiana here. And looking at the dew points at the surface, we do have those dew points in the low 60s. So starting to see a lot more moisture in the atmosphere. We do have a cold front that's going to move through in a little bit today. I'll get to that in a moment, but right now 77 degrees in Indianapolis. It's currently 78 in Shelbyville, 80 in Lafayette, and the drought monitor updated this morning, putting portions of northwest central Indiana into a moderate drought category. The areas in yellow, that means abnormally dry. So all of Indiana outlined for at least some dryness, and we are going to add on a little bit of moisture, and we need it across central Indiana, but not a lot with this front that moves through. The latest model run's really not bringing much into the area. It will drift from north to south. This is at 5 p.m. I think anytime from 5 to 10 p.m. tonight will be the best chance of seeing some rain, but they'll be very few and far between. A few gusty winds, some heavy downpours will be possible as this front drifts from north to south later on tonight, and then we'll start to see this really clearing back out again. So the better chances will be north of I-70 today. Temperatures will climb into those mid 80s this afternoon with winds out of the west southwest. They will then shift out of the north a little bit later on tonight. Here's a look at that cold front. I'll back up the timeline here this afternoon. Once this front moves in, we're going to see the winds shifting out of the north, and that will allow more of that smoky haze to push in. So let me zoom in here a little bit closer. We'll pause this tonight at 10:30. We'll start to see a little bit more of that smoke re-entering central Indiana. 1 a.m. more smokiness, and you're going to see that if you get up in the middle of the night, how we have such a haze over Indianapolis, and we'll still have it around during the day on Friday as well, and likely through the weekend, although it won't be as significant. Temperatures for tomorrow climbing to 78 as we go into the weekend, looking pretty good. Highs in the 80s. We do have more rain chances returning Sunday night into Monday, but the stretch of 80+ degree weather will continue all the way into next week.